Hello, this is Coach Manny, and the topic of today's video is going to be the no contact rule. Now, the no contact rule is something that I myself have personally have used, and it does work. It depends on how you implement the no contact rule. So before I get into this email that this particular guy sent me, I'm just letting you guys know that I'm also doing coach sessions in Spanish. So if you speak Spanish or if you need help in Spanish, you could also email me at relationshipsiskey@gmail.com. And you could also ask questions in Spanish, and I'm here to help also in Spanish. So I'm just letting you guys know that if you guys need help in Spanish, I'm here. Okay. So I actually wrote a quote for this particular email today. So I'm going to go ahead and read this quote, and then we'll get into this guy's email. All right, so the quote says, "No contact means just that, no contact. If the person you're with does not display the affection you desire or is unwilling to communicate their feelings or concerns, it is not your job to make them tell you. Both parties need to be in the same page of life in order to accomplish wonders together. If you find that you need to walk away, do so with an open heart and allow that person to be free. Give them the space they need in order for them to find you in the path of life." So that's a quote that I wrote for today's topic. So let's go ahead and jump into this guy's email. It's fairly a short one because, again, the topic is about the no contact rule. So let's see here. All right, so the email says, "Hi, Manny. My name is Brian from Long Beach, California. I had a question about the no contact rule, and do you believe it works? I did this, and it did for me. So I was wondering if you ever had any experience with this. Thank you, and hope you have great success." All right, so thank you for the email, Brian, and I appreciate the compliment of saying hopefully I am successful. Just to let you guys know, this is a privilege for me to help you guys out with life coaching. If life coaching is something that I feel like it's part of your wisdom, part of your experiences, part of your knowledge and books that you have read, the experiences of life, the things that you've gone through, the people that you've talked to that have gone through similar or certain situations. To me, there's the difference between being smart and being wise. Book smart's fine. You're educated. You have an academic acknowledgement. Wisdom comes from experience, living life, basically, going through trials and tribulations and failures and just life in general. There's a lot of life coaches out there that I feel like maybe lack in this sense because some people come out of college and they have their masters in psychology or whatever. And I'm not mocking. I'm just saying that I feel like if in order for you to have good information in the sense of experience and wanting to know how to go about certain things like relationships and such, you have to talk to someone that I feel like has been there, has done that, has gone through life, has gone through many relationships, has experience in that regard. And so yeah, so if you're gonna seek some help, whatever help you can seek, if you need it, seek it from whatever avenue you need to go through. But I feel like if you need relationship advice, I feel like it needs to be someone that has gone through a lot of stuff in their life, and has the knowledge and know-how of failures and accomplishments in those situations. So the no contact rule. So the no contact rule means just that, just no contact. So basically, if you're in a relationship and let's say the person that you were with, you're giving your all to that relationship, you're giving your 100% into that relationship, meaning that you're doing the best that you can. You're willing to communicate. You're willing to make certain adjustments, and I don't want to say sacrifices because Sacrifice to me sounds very drastic, like you're doing something that you really don't want to do for a particular reason or for a person. I feel like it's more like a compromise. You know what I mean? It's something that you feel like, the other person wants to be happy and you want to be happy, so you come into a compromise so that way you guys can tackle things together. Whatever challenges may arise, and that type of scenario. So anyway, so the no contact rule means that if that particular person that you're with, and this portrays to men and women. My life coaching is not just to men directly; it's to everyone. So this helps men and women out as well. So again, the no contact rule. So when the person that you're with is not, you know, giving you the respect and the feeling, and the you can feel them sort of kind of being cold and distant. um, you need to give that person the space that they need. And when you decide to go ahead and leave that person and say, hey, look, I'm not getting what I need out of this relationship, if you decide to walk away, then walk away and mean it. Give that person the space and the time that they need to figure out what it is that they want in life. Because you can't force someone to be with you. You can't be nagging at that person and saying, how come you're not doing this? How come you're not doing that? The person has to be themselves. The person has to be willing to do those things without you even having to ask. I mean, it's good to communicate things that you do want in the relationship and such, but when the person you feel like is being disrespectful, is not giving you, like let's say you come home and you say, hey baby, how are you? And they're like, I mean, it's one of those things that I feel like, they're not giving you that those sentiments, those feelings, that love, that communication, that you need from that person. So if you feel like you're stuck in a situation and you need to walk away, then do so, again, like I said, with an open heart. Give that person the time to think about what it is that they want to do, what they need. Because again, you can't push that person to do whatever you feel like they want, that you need them to do for you. They have to be willing to do that for you. They need to have that open, willingness to do it. So if you're gonna walk away from someone, walk away and stick to your guns. Do not contact them. Do not call them. Do not text them. The no contact rules only works if you walk away and truly mean it. That person, let's say that they broke your heart, they cheated on you, whatever the case is, and you feel like you need to walk away, then walk away. And also gives yourself some time also to figure out whether or not if you really want to be in that relationship. Because let's say you do leave that person and you're like, wow, I feel a lot better without this person. It's not going to be easy in the beginning. It's always going to be hard. But you're giving yourself that freedom also to figure out what it is that you want. That time, that space. Because let's say you do leave this person and you're away from this person for a while, and next you're like, oh wow, like I'm happy. Like I don't need to be with this person. I'm good. It gives you that time also for yourself. So yeah, I have used it. It has worked. Usually it tends to be where I don't contact a particular person in my life, and a couple of months later, a week later, whatever the case is, they start missing you. They start thinking about, whether or not that's what they want in the situation, in the relationship. And usually, when they do contact you, then just again, be open minded. Say, how's it going? How you been? Don't have any remorse. Don't have any hate in your heart. Just be open about it, because like again, they're giving you that time. You're giving them that time, and it opens up the areas of communication. Okay. So again, my name is Coach Manny, and if you do need help, just again, it's Coach Manny, and it's relationships is key.